Rajinikanth is not a big superstar. Suddenly everything is flying around. Tamil films, absolutely phenomenal. My experience of working with Ajith was fantastic. He's like a god figure.
வணக்கம் மக்களே, ஃபுல்லி ஃபில்மி சார்பாக வந்து ஒரு இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணணுன்றது எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு க்ரைட்டீரியா. பட் நாட் இன் த வைல்டஸ்ட் ட்ரீம்ஸ் வி வுட் வி இமேஜின் தட் வி வுட் மேனேஜ் டு ஹேவ் அன் இன்டர்வியூ வித் மிஸ்டர் Sudhanshu Pandey. This is our first pan-Indian interview, I would call it. Hello sir, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure, thank you so much.
பிடிக்கும் போதே
Thank you for having me.
மினி ஹல்க் மாதிரி இருக்காரு, some full body building of very handsome hunk. So he comes a very long way as a model. So when was your very first modeling shoot, be it how did you come into...
Very long back, man. It was in 1994 that I shot for the first time.
When I was 3 years old.
Wow. See, there you go. So it's been a really long... I shouldn't actually say it's been a very, very long way.
But
because
still...
you still look like a young boy who's growing up.
Okay.
On Complan.
So in the year 94, I would have probably been crying for another round of milk from my mom. So that's when you started your career. What was your very first commercial, sir?
My first commercial was a shootings campaign called Bhilwada Shootings. Big ticket for me because I was also very young and randomly thought of getting into modeling, and the first thing that came my way within a month's time was this shootings campaign. It was really big ticket because my first ad that came out was in the Time magazine.
Wow.
As a center spread. So it was a big ticket, yeah.
Something that we generally don't come to realize is that, the ground reality when it comes to modeling, it's a lot more competitive than cinema, because the number of aspirants who want to become models are much more than the number of people who can actually become actors. So how competitive it was then, and what was the special thing that people found in you?
I would say that yes, there is a lot of competition. Also because every other Indian, if you really honestly ask me, wants to be an actor. So yes, it starts from modeling, but modeling is something where you can get away by looking good, having a good body, and but when you want to get into acting, there is a lot more that one would require to get into acting or become an actor. So as you grow in experience, you become a better actor every day.
Down south, we still fascinate North Indian people. It's nice when North Indian people come down and do films for us, because we still see them foreign. We're very limited space. We're demographically, we're very narrow-minded people when it comes to understanding other culture and religion. So your foray into Tamil cinema happened through Billa 2, which is once again another big film where ultimate star Ajith Kumar is seen as one of the the very big hero. So what was your understanding about Tamil cinema before that, and how was it to get a grab of the language, then come down here? And
see, for me, business is still the same everywhere. Tamil films are absolutely phenomenal, and that we've always known, because they're right from the beginning. I think there have been so many Tamil films which have been copied into Hindi films and remade there. Time has passed by. I think it has become more and more popular because a lot of these big ticket films here have become very successful in Bollywood as well, because people like Salman Khan, Akshay, all the very big stars, they've sort of started getting their market back by doing the remakes of Tamil cinema. And with a lot of actors it has happened. So for most of the actors, it does not matter today whether they're doing a Tamil film or a Hindi film, because a Tamil film also today gets released in Bollywood, dubbed in Hindi, and it's working everywhere, man. I mean, if you see Kabali, the last release, the Tamil film, it did 100 crore business on the first day. That is unheard of. I don't think any Hindi film has ever done that. For me, Billa 2 was the best beginning I could have got, because I got to work with some of the best producers. Obviously, Ajith was there. Honestly speaking, I didn't know before I came here that his stature as a star. But when I came here, I realized that he is really
like a demigod.
this unbelievably big star, and so what really gave me a great feeling is seeing somebody of his stature being so humble and so normal, and giving such beautiful energy while shooting, So we had a great atmosphere while shooting, and my experience of working with Ajith was fantastic. We hit it off really well. We used to talk a lot, about my side of industry and his side of industry, and how his hobbies are very, very clear that if he has to do that, he has to do that, and he's a racer. So mostly, I think the whole world knows about his racing experiences. He's done some Formula 2, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, so I think it was a fantastic experience, and I really, after that, I decided that I have to grow as an actor and establish myself in the Tamil industry.
Fantastic. How does it feel to be an alpha male, the manly voice, sharp features, perfect body? You would have had the best of the limelight. Girls would have probably thronged at your presence. Everybody would have loved you so much. And, through modeling, through the advertisements, especially the kind of insertion that you get to enjoy than the film stars is much bigger. You're all over the world, all over the country, all over the continent. So how was it, 94 and then slowly getting into the best of the...
So I don't know, maybe I'm made this way, that nothing has ever really affected me in terms of me starting to really wonder about, wow, am I so good looking? Or wow, am I so great? Because in 1995 I got the Best Male Model of the Year award. So that was a big achievement at that point in time. Being the best male model in the country. I had been in the top 100 handsome men of the country, and I was placed at number 16 or something for the longest time,
Wow.
All these things can really influence your mind, but unfortunately or fortunately for me, they never really influenced me to a level where I would say, wow man, I'm one of the special guys in the country. So I've been a very, very normal and very, I've never taken any of these things very seriously, because honestly speaking, what matters to me the most is as a person, how great I am. If as a person I'm considered to be one of the best human beings or one of the top 100 human beings in the country, that would be an achievement.
So sometimes people, they don't get the time to understand who actually you are rather than how you look.
Yeah.
Does it happen sometimes when people get to know you, when they're...
All the time.
Yeah,
all the time. There are a lot of people who who knew me but didn't know me as a person. So many years were spent just them wondering that this guy may have a lot of attitude problem, or he must be thinking about himself as something. Only when they got to know me did they realize that I'm probably one of the simplest persons they've come across in their lives, because the reason why everybody thinks that I may have an attitude is because I'm not very filmy, I'm not very outgoing, I'm not too much into socializing, So I'm a very family man, so I keep to my family. I spend a lot of time with, most of my time with my family, and some very, very close friends, and that keeps me happy. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter to me.
Super. So by the year of 94 you started doing modeling, but 2000 itself your first Hindi film happened.
Yeah, like 2000 my first Hindi film happened.
So this thing about this family trait kind of a thing that keeps coming as a vicious pattern in Bollywood, where it really takes to make it big unless and until you belong to somebody's.
That's right.
So how was it as a beginner in Bollywood, and did you do the kind of work that you wanted to do? Or
one very important thing is I never regret. Okay, I have never regretted whether I got the best or I didn't get the best. There are two things. One is destiny, obviously, and the other thing is everything comes to you in proportion of your hard work. Okay, so if I feel that or regret that I didn't get still the best thing that I should have, maybe I didn't work hard enough. So I will never blame anybody else for it. Second, the family kind of trend or the legacy that carries on in Bollywood, it happens everywhere. A doctor's son becomes a doctor, But if you come to think of it, if you look at it, the biggest stars, whether it's Shah Rukh Khan or Akshay Kumar, they are not from any film background. So they came from outside and they conquered the film industry. Today, again, they are one of the most saleable stars to begin with. I'm still there and I'm working hard and harder now. So I'm hoping that, I keep getting better and better work, and maybe get to do something that I'll be happy about at the end of my career,
Fantastic. So after Billa 2, you got signed on the dotted line for Indrajith, which has been long in the making, and then
Right.
that very different role that you did in Megaman with one halfway got burnt in one
Yeah.
fairy accident, which we didn't get to know about. But yeah, so that was a nice film to work on with as well. So Mr. Magari Tirumeni, would be nice if you could say his name with the North Indian slang, you know.
Magil Tirumani.
Yeah, so you did it.
Yeah.
So how did that film happen, and on what basis did you sign the film? And
I think it came through some agent who was coordinating for Magil, and he had come to Bombay. And then I met him, and when I met him, he was very happy. He said, "Bro, I think you fit perfectly for it." And he said that I have certain look in mind. I'll tell you. And then they decided upon it, and he sent me a certain look that he had in his mind. Very sharp, very focused, and very determined about what exactly he wants as a director. But my toughest experience as an actor, because the prosthetic makeup that I put on my face was a very horrifying experience, because the kind of gum that you had to put, and you had to keep it like that for hours together. It took about 3 hours to put it.
oh god.
And about an hour and a half to remove it. And I could only shoot for about 4 hours in a day with that thing on, because I used to lose my
Like the vision itself?
the vision and orientation would go, because my one eye used to be like that for hours. So I lost my orientation, after some time.
God.
So I had to, it was a difficult part, but it turned out, I still haven't seen the film, but I believe it turned out that particular role turned out pretty good, and people really liked it,
2.0, superstar Rajinikanth, Shankar, A.R. Rahman, it's already said that how big the project is.
Yeah.
So how did this happen? And I know you can't talk much about the film, but I'm going to try my level best to probably get the best out of it. But
No, I'll tell you whatever best I can. It is definitely it's a big honor to be a part of this film. Whether big role, small role, it does not matter. Any actor would want to be a part of this film, because it's a huge franchise. It's a brand name that nobody can deny. Again, they knew Billa and my role as Abbasi. And I think Shankar sir had seen it, and he had said that he asked to get in touch with me, and that's it. So the moment they said Robo 2.0, I said I'm doing it, whatever it is. So yeah, so that's how it started. Then I came for a look test to Shankar sir's office, and I was in his office, and he was there almost 6 hours on his feet, standing, while the hair specialists were doing extension on my hair, trying to get the perfect look. And till he was satisfied, he was just there standing and supervising it. So that's how specific he is.
Wow. So Mr. Akshay Kumar, who also gets to play the main villain in the
Yeah.
film, that's what we believe to be. So did you get any chance to meet him, or like two
Akshay and I have known each other for many years, because Akshay, not many know that Akshay is the one who got me my first film.
Wow.
Khiladi 420. In Robo also, my first schedule was with Akshay in Delhi.
Fantastic.
So yeah, we spent some good time there. Again, every time we meet, we just share some jokes.
So the Delhi schedule where you shot inside the stadium.
That's right.
So
yeah.
it's going to be you and him troubling Chitti, and I'm just trying to get my imagination.
That is for you to when you get to watch the film, you'll know what happened.
But this is indeed a very big opportunity for you to come back in full form.
Yeah.
Tamil cinema beat, or Indian level, world level project where you get. So this is only based on how talented you are and who you are and how nice it is to work.
God
with
has
somebody.
been very kind.
Yeah, so
God has been very
which
kind.
is great. How big is superstar Rajinikanth up north? Because let me tell you something about this. In the late 2000 or after 2005, after specifically talking about Shivaji, up north people think that superstar Rajinikanth is somebody who gets to defy gravity and do something, very, very, they animate him to a certain extent, and there are jokes about him around the corner, but when you go back to his previous films or the late 80s, 90s, it's the kind of performer he is that has actually made him how big he is today. So have people understood Rajini sir in the most possible best form up north? Or?
Always been. Rajinikanth is not a big superstar. He's beyond and above everything. So he's not considered, he's not in the number game at all, you know. Even for the North Indian or Bollywood, his respect is the same. You know, if you remember Ravan, there is a sequence where Kareena and Shah Rukh are outside, and then there's a car that comes and stops, and suddenly everything is flying around, and they're all wondering what is happening, and then Rajini sir steps out, and Kareena puts chunni on her head, and you know, she starts to pray and all that stuff. So that just goes to show how respected and how big he is, you know, how he is above everybody else. So he's always been like that, and up north is the same, like he is here, you know. Rajinikanth is Rajinikanth, you know. There is no comparison. You can't draw a comparison with him. So he's like a god figure everywhere.
What's the feeling right now? How it's going to be when you go approach him, telling him hi, sir?
My only thing is that because you know, we've all grown up seeing Rajini sir the way he is, and heard so much about his humility and everything. So I'd like to seek his blessings for sure, because I'm starting out in the Tamil industry, and I'd like to seek his blessings, and I'm sure his blessings will work on me. So I'm going to ask him to put his hand on my head and just bless me, and that is what I want to do.
தமிழர் பண்பாடு உங்களுக்கே தெரியும், நாங்கள் வெறும் கையோடு அனுப்ப மாட்டோம். So we have a gift hamper from our side, sir. Just hoping that it would reach up north as much as it can. So Fully Filmy is the only movie merchandise destination, and here's a hamper to Mr. Sudhanshu Pandey, and I hope he likes it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I believe you like it.
I love it already.
Yes,
it's
super.
Fantastic, man.
So this is going to be going on to one of the most costliest models in the country. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Hoping to meet you soon.
Love it.
So let's do another interview post-release so that we'll have a lot more to talk about.
100%.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Looking forward. God bless. Thank you.